as soon as he's got the gas for it, he can max out completely on these roaches. And there it is. He's going to finish it off with Zerglings as well, going all the way up to 187 supply before getting into this engagement. Nice force field. He's going to be able to trap a decent amount of these roaches back behind them. Yeah, overall, decent force fields. Not the best, but definitely enough to get the job done. But Elfi still being on 2 base right now, not in the best position against Stephano. Stephano with, +2 on those roaches, really going to be able to tangle really well with the +1/1 ground units of our Protoss player. However, there was once again another warp in from that warp prism into the mineral line at the 3rd base of Stephano. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Only 1 worker killed the entire game, and it was by Stephano. That's the 3rd time that this warp prism has tried to drop, hasn't gotten a single worker kill. Definitely not working. Sorry about that, phone call coming in. Put that on silent. And right now, Stephano is coming in from a flank on 3 different sides, and this is exactly what you want to do. Make sure to get a brilliant surround, get a nice concave on the Protoss units, and that's how you make your roaches cost efficient. By spreading them out at all angles, going to go in there and focus down the cost-effective units, the Immortals, the ones that are really the powerhouses behind this push. Make sure to get those down beyond that. Make sure to focus down these sentries, and out of all of that, there are 2 sentries left. Last one goes down. 1 sentry left, not even with this push, and from there it's 1-1, not even blink stalkers versus 140 supply on Stephano, and of that you've got 25 roaches, 19 Zerglings, +2 roaches with speed, and Stephano is just looking in very good fashion to clean this up. However, Elfi has been able to establish a 3rd at this point, but Stephano still with that full 4-based economy, not choosing to tech up at this time. But we'll see how it goes. With these photon cannons fortifying the 3rd, Stephano will find it relatively hard to press in here. Only 2 sentries in there with some force fields available. So Stephano having a hard time fighting in there, but does manage to take out the photon cannons. One of them was canceled, and right now he's just going to focus down that nexus, and there's nothing that Elfi can do about it. Probes getting forced to evacuate, can actually pull the probes into the fight right now, and that's not good, Elfi. Probes are not combat units. You pull them out in the last stop, but this is not going to happen. There's going to be a stop to it right now, but Elfi's just lost too much. Stephano probably going to be taking a 5th here pretty soon, already upgrading Overlord speed, and we'll see if he goes for something like drops or if he's just getting that to give his Overlords a little bit more mobility. But if Stephano was actually macroing a little bit better in terms of larva injects, he would be perpetually maxed out here. These queens not exactly getting all their injects on time. Once again, these replays are about 3-4 months old from the time of casting here. They happened in January. I'm casting here in April. And Stephano, I think it's safe to say, has gotten to become a better player. This was one of his breakout performances. That IPL 3 was his major victory. And here in Assembly 2012 Winter, all the way up in the round of 8 right now, looking pretty dominant. But I think he's gotten a little bit better since then, refined his roach build a little bit more. But right now, Stephano just kind of trading with these units. Once again, being on 4 bases, going to be on 5 bases. Whenever he decides to pop down another hatchery, he's able to trade with these roaches, even if it's not very cost efficiently. He's able to trade with them, and it's not that big of a worry because he can keep remaxing. However, Elfi is mined out in his main. His natural is going to be mined out in about 3 minutes here, and this game's pretty much over. You're going to have a flank of roaches coming around from the back, but he's, Elfi holds it off for the time being. But Stephano content to just keep remaxing on roaches and Zerglings, saying, hey, you can't do this forever. You're on 1 base economy, and I'm on 4 bases. I'm just going to keep throwing units into you so you don't have enough money to remake them. And I'd say that we're getting to that point right now. Elfi is pretty dang broke. There's a flank coming around, 2 roaches, and those 2 roaches were enough to scare Elfi. GG. Stephano takes Game 3 here on Daybreak, takes the series, and he will advance into the round of 4. And I'm not exactly sure who he'll be playing, but we'll make sure to be casting some of those games a little bit later. Once again, I've been Beef, your shoutcasting host. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check back for more replay.